What's the worst part of being a woman in 2023? I don't feel safe going out when it's dark. I currently couldn't leave and start a new job as I'm pregnant and would lose mat pay. I'm not taken seriously when I present medical issues. For example, a serious anemia resulting in my hospitalization was blamed on periods. This is not to say men don't have issues, though just different ones. Regarding those medical issues, it frustrated me before because my mother has been hospitalized twice for having hypertension and tachycardia at the same time, and both times the doctor said it was anxiety and sent her away. That seemed like it was passing the buck to me. It felt like instead of sitting down and examining everything, they just said it's anxiety and pushed her out. Worst part about being a woman is probably the same stuff it's been for centuries, but if we're being specific to 2023, Andrew Tate worshippers, probably. There is a sizable number of young men and boys who idolize a violent egomaniacal sexist, potentially also a rapist, as if he's some helpful virtuous father figure, and it is tainting everything from grade school classrooms to modern dating culture, especially if they're wise enough to hide it at first. Also, Roe v. Wade reversal was 2022, so it doesn't count. The fact that a woman can just be brutally murdered in Iran for not wearing the hijab correctly and nobody, not even the protesters in that country, can do anything about it. And the fact people will try to downplay it by saying, oh, but you have to follow the rules in an Islamic country, as if brutal murder was the correct answer in that situation? Also, the fact that women were living as somewhat free, somewhat equal citizens in Afghanistan for 20 years, and those same women now suddenly need to conform to a society that strips them of every right and makes them property of men. Whatever you do, you are a bitch or a cunt. On social media anyway, people often forget that women are not a singular cell organism that has melted into one big blob. Just because one woman or a feminist said something mean or stupid on Twitter doesn't mean that all the women or feminists think exactly the same way. We all have our own opinions, but nobody takes you seriously because they met Stacy, who was mean to them, and now all women are trash. For me personally, it's being taken seriously in my career. I'm in IT, a male-dominated field, and I encounter so many people who are blatantly sexist towards me in the workplace. I finally have a job that respects and values me, thank goodness. I almost switched fields entirely because of the sexism I've encountered. I'm sorry this happens. I work in a similar STEM field, and some of the best coworkers I've ever had have been women. And I've watched them be completely ignored in meetings. I even repeated one of my coworkers' ideas and was praised for it. I was like, okay, cool, now praise Sarah, who said that exact idea minutes earlier. Tech people can seriously be the worst. That you can still be the one to be blamed and shamed for being physically assaulted by a male family member. As this is what happened to me last week. People don't listen to you. Literally the next day when a guy mentions it, oh yeah, good idea, we should try that. X suggested we try that, it's a good idea. I did. I fucking mentioned it yesterday and you dismissed it, or that you don't know about that. FML. This is the one that pisses me off the most, because it's an everyday thing, and what I experience the most in my daily life with family. The fact that a majority of anyone sexually attracted to my gender immediately judges whether or not I'm worth interacting with, and to what extent based on how fuckable I am or how likely it is I'll want to fuck them. In a split second I am categorized, ranked, and then re-evaluated through every following interaction. It doesn't matter if I'm at an appointment with a new doctor, passing someone on my commute, working with someone on a project at the office, meeting someone at a convention, or even introducing myself in a new friend group. Thank you very much for watching my video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. I will see you in the next video.